Cordell. Got a lot going on. Oh goodness, he finna start tap dancing. Hey Lavonia, hey Nino, hey Reality, hey Tony, hey Miss Chevy, hey Madison, hey, hey Tasha, hey Regina, hey Tay, hey Tamia, hey Jersey, hey Lakeisha, hey PT, hey Sean. Hey, Jaquil. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Louisiana. Hey, Quan. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Suki. Hey, Latanya. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, everybody, come on in. Don't forget to close the door. I see y'all coming in. Ain't closing the door. Y'all better close the door. Come on in and close the door. And if you're new and you don't know what I mean when I say close the door, I mean thumbs up the live. Hey, Roxana. My son said, hey. Tell your son, tell my nephew I said, hey. I'm in this ghetto ass store tonight. Well, talking shit ass Tony, that's where talking shit gets you. Sheila said, hi. Right, close the door. Or it's Wednesday. I got 3 stories tonight. I got 3 stories tonight. Hey, China. I got 3 stories tonight. Hey, Evelyn. Yes, 3 stories. Ain't it 3 stories Thursday? It's 3 stories Thursday, ain't it? 3 stories. Why are you looking at me outside eye like that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Why you side-eye me? You side-eye me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Tasha. You did not look at me with both eyes. You side-eyed me. Don't side-eye me. Oh, you're going to do it again. Oh. Hey, Jonathan. He's so stupid. All right, you guys, we're finna get ready to start this story time in just a second. I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead, get your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your shot glasses, fill them up, whatever drinks you take, your Kool-Aid, whatever the case may be. Get your ass up and close my door. I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all still ain't closing the door like I asked y'all to. Thank you, Chastity. So y'all go ahead and get everything y'all need. And meet me back here in like 3 minutes. I'm giving y'all time. And if you gotta use the bathroom, thank you, Evelyn. If you gotta use the bathroom, boo-boo, hurry up, cut that shit short. You got like 3 minutes to zip it, flip it, flush it, and wash your damn hands. Don't come in here with your nasty ass hands. We do not want the musty, we don't want the musty nut fingers, you know, the scat cat fingers. Y'all know what I'm talking about, honey. Musty balls. We don't want all that on your hands when you in here sitting around us. Come into it. So please make sure you wash your hands before you bring your ass in the living room and sit down and watch this whole little thing with us. I would greatly appreciate it. Auntie don't want. I don't want her. I don't want you to walk by and your hand breeze by my face real fast. Now I gotta smell musty nuts and scat cat. I don't want to smell that. I don't want to smell it. So please make sure you wash your hands. And get your ass on in here. You got 2 minutes Moderators, I hope y'all on top of these names. Thank you, ladies. I hope you're on top of these names. Moderators, y'all should have 3 names by now. Y'all give a round of applause for my moderators. They gonna keep the trolls, the mosquitoes, the flies, all that shit out tonight. That security over the door to keep the fam safe. The LLF is in the building.
We can't keep those things.
Clearly, you're back on your bullshit, Quan. You stay on your bullshit. I never knew you left your bullshit. Next time you leave your bullshit, send me a memo so I can fuck what you did. And then when you get back on your bullshit, I can just steer clear. You know what I'm saying? Hey, twin. What you say?
It's hard for them to protect the door, but y'all keep leaving it open.
They just keep leaving it open. Huh? They want everybody, huh? They want the police to come here and fuck around and catch us smoking and stuff.
Exactly.
Well, catch them smoking and stuff, because Auntie ain't smoking. I'm snitching all y'all asses outside. The police come off in my goddamn my live like, who in here smoking? I'm gonna be like, all of them.
You know the people that closed it up?
You know the people that did close it up. Gemini, did you just become a teenager, bitch? Did you just leave your baby days behind? This bitch, did you leave your baby days behind? That's what I'm talking about, bitch. Turn up. Gemini got our own. It's our own season. I'ma love you and your season because it's your season, but you know in my head what I'm really thinking right, because you know your auntie, so you know what I'm thinking right. You know what I'm thinking right. All right, guys. 1 minute, and we finna go ahead and start this story time. Y'all get 3 stories tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and get y'all on 3 stories. Yes, you made it, Terry. I'm so glad you made it, love. Welcome, my cousin, to the teenage family. So, teenagers, y'all make room, because Gemini just came in the building. Make room. Shay, we all know you grown, bitch. We all know you got your grown drawers on. You didn't have to do her like that. Why you gonna steal her fucking shine? Oh, my goodness. Corn, your package. What package say delivered? What you talking about, honey? What you talking about? All right, you guys. Hey, Diddy. Punch Sweet Tea in the head for me, please, love. Thank you. The family will greatly appreciate it. Let's see how if you go to Lake Lanier. I've already told you I'm going to Lake Lanier. Y'all can cancel that. I'm going to Lake Lanier, bitch. I'm going to give y'all the up close and personal view of that shit. Y'all know I'm like the ghetto news reporter. I'm going to Lake Lanier. A bitch is gonna swim up to the fish and ask the fish what really happens in the motherfucking lake. And then y'all can get it from a fish's mouth. All right, you guys. So if y'all are ready for the first story time, come on, give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs. And all my family members that have got real comfortable on the couch, done kick their feet up and all that shit, ready for the story to start. I'm going to need you to get your ass right on back up, go on over there and close my door. And then you can sit down and put your feet wherever the fuck you want to put them, just as long as they ain't none of your family, because you know your family will kick your ass back. Don't do that. You know, we got a lot of family, got a lot of screws loose. We don't want to, trigger none of them. Yes, it's gonna be live. I'm gonna be doing it live. Y'all gonna be right there with me. I ain't bullshit. Y'all thought I was going by my goddamn self? No, I'm taking the fam and y'all. So if anything motherfucking happens, somebody will be there to tell the story. You know. Okay, you close the door. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna be like, I'll tell you, big, all right. You'll be crying. You get away. Oh well. All right, you guys. Let me see if I got enough thumbs. Okay, we finna go ahead and start this first story time. Like I said, y'all get 3 tonight. We gonna go ahead and get this shit crunk up. So I can go ahead and let y'all go. I don't want to take up too much of your time. All right, so your first story tonight has... The first story of the night has Keyshawn, Lashana, and Suki. Keyshawn, Lashana, and Suki. Hey, Maya. All right, moderators. So I'm going to get ready to start this story. So anybody come in after I start story time is what? Late. And if they ask is late, Auntie need a what? A doctor's excuse. A note. A tardy slip. A phone call from a parent on why their ass ain't in class on time. All right. And Keyshawn, I hope you like your story. Lashana, I hope you like your story. And Suki. I know you love your stories, girl. So here we go. So Keyshawn, Lashana, and Suki. Lashana and Suki are sisters. They call them the Gypsy Sisters. They're it's on there, Quan. Go up under a different video and go up under the super thanks that way. And just put for your comment, it's for the last video. I still get it. Okay. So they call Lashana and Suki the Gypsy Sisters. They've always been known as the Gypsy Sisters. And they moved to Atlanta like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And when they came to Atlanta, you know, they family called them the Gypsy Sisters. So the neighborhood started calling them the Gypsy Sisters, basically. So Lashana and, you know, Suki, they was in the neighborhood for about a good year. You know what I'm saying? They stayed to themselves, didn't bother nobody, didn't really talk to none of the neighbors. The neighbors really didn't even know them. All they knew was the Gypsy Sisters. That was it. You know, yeah, them Gypsy Sisters, you know, that male go over there to their house. That's Gypsy Sisters. You know, that's all they really knew. They never really knew Lashana and Suki. So one day, this girl comes by and she see Lashana and Suki on the porch, you know, just sitting to themselves talking or whatever. And she comes up and she makes the comment of, y'all are so beautiful. Both of y'all are beautiful. And of course, they start smiling and everything. And she was like, can I come upstairs? Can I come on the porch and talk to y'all? So they were like looking at each other, you know, ain't nobody really talked to them since they moved here. So it's like, okay. So she comes up and she introduces herself. She's like, hey, I'm Keyshawn. How you doing? I'm Keyshawn. How you doing? Both of them just smiling, cheesy. Hey, I'm Suki. I'm Lashana. Okay, that's what's up. How long y'all been over here? Oh, we've been over here, you know, about a year now. You know, they just had a conversation. Real cool conversation. But Keyshawn is clearly throwing out flirt vibes. She's throwing out flirt vibes at both of them. She stays over there a couple hours, you know, kicking it with them, kicking the boo-boo, smoking, drinking, just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? And then it get late and she like, I'm finna go ahead and leave. You know, maybe I'll see you guys later or some other time. And of course, you know, Suki was like, well, you know, you're more than welcome to come by whenever you feel like it. Just, you know, just knock on the door. We're here. And she was like, okay. And she left. Now that she leave, you know, of course, Suki and Lashana go in the house, close their door and everything, and they started to talk about it. Well, she was real cute. Yeah, I understand that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my Mac down first. I'm gonna go ahead and holler at her first. And she was like, so what are you saying? You like her? Like, yeah, I like her. Okay, so you saying you like her. Like, yes, I like her. Like, she's cute. I like her. Thank you, Nisa. I like her. She's like, well, I like her too. Okay, well, let's just see who she goes for. The next time she come around, let's see who she goes for. If she go for you and I see that she going for you, I'll back off and leave her alone. If she goes for me, vice versa. You back off and you leave her alone. Okay, fine. Bet. Couple days go by, they don't even hear from Keyshawn. Keyshawn don't come down the street, don't say nothing. She just gone. Maybe that weekend roll around, Keyshawn come down the street. She got beer in her hand. She walk up, hey ladies, they were sitting on the porch. Hey Keyshawn, how you doing? Keyshawn come up to the door. She said, can I come in and drink with you ladies today? Yeah, you come on in. Suki jumped up. She opened the door. Let Keyshawn on in. Here you go. You can sit right here next to me. Keyshawn was like, oh, well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? In the process of that, the Lashana was like, no, actually, you know, you can sit right here in between both of us. Here's a chair right here for you. And now Keyshawn looking at them like, okay. How about I just sit in the middle? Okay, that's fine. You know, Lashana was like, that's fine. But of course, Suki was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So Keyshawn sit down, pass out beers. They started drinking, smoking. They having a good time. Suki all up on the shoulder. Keyshawn, Lashana see all this, you know, and she just like, girl, she throwing the elbow, girl, so what you be doing in the daytime? Okay, you know, of course, Keyshawn is feeling the vibe from both of them, but she like, okay, this shit's kind of weird because she don't know what to do. So she, you know, she talks to them, tell both of them about her day. And then she asks, where's the bathroom? So they tell her where the bathroom is. She get up, go to the bathroom. While she goes to the bathroom, Suki like, you see her trying to be with me. Why is you all up on her? Lashana was like, I ain't seeing her trying to do shit. She sat in between us. You keep touching all on her. Like, leave her alone. Like, stop. Give her a chance to make her decision. Like, no, she's already made her decision. She was finna come sit over here, but then your ass told her to come sit in the middle. She was like, exactly. And the fact that she came to sit in the middle let you know she ain't yours. So stop. They bickering all quietly, this quiet ass argument on the front porch. And then Keyshawn comes out and she's like, ladies, you want another drink? Yeah, that's fine. So she goes in, she like, Lashana, can you show me where your cups and stuff are so I can get some ice? So Lashana look at Suki like, she get up, she goes in there. Sure, no problem, go ahead. As Suki go out in the house, she look back, as Lashana go out in the house, she look back at Suki. Like, bitch, check and checkmate. You saw it. She called me. So she go in there and help her get the ice and everything. And then she come back and Keyshawn asked Suki, well, Suki, you know my grandma used to stay across the street. No, it's an apple tree over there. Oh, it is? I ain't know it's an apple tree over there. You want some apples? You want to go over here and show you where the apples at? Yeah, sure. Okay, come on. So Suki get up. She looked back at Lashana like, so Keyshawn like, you coming? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hold on, I come. Walk down the steps. Oh, she was walking so hard. Oh, the twist was so hard. I almost broke her hip. Oh, she was slanging that ass coming down them steps. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me. Wide load coming through. Excuse me. Excuse me. She go on down the steps. Keyshawn just laugh at her. You know what I'm saying? She go on behind her. They go across the street, get the fucking apples, and they come back. When they come back, Lashana like, fuck it. So who you want to talk to? Because who you feeling? Because me and my sister's like really having an issue with this. And she was like, I'm feeling you, but I'm feeling her too. And they got into an argument about that shit. Like, no, you need to make your mind up. It's either me or her. And she's like, I can't make my mind up. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling both of y'all. Make your mind up. Like, it's either her or it's other me. Like, you need to say something. And Keyshawn like, fuck it. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have the rest of the bill, the drink, whatever. I'm good. I'm finna go. And Keyshawn leave. Now they get pissed off. Lashana was like, that bitch was trying to play us. Sick was like, I really think she was trying to play us, sis. What the fuck? Did that bitch really? She was gonna you and she wanted me and you. So they was appalled by the shit that Keyshawn said. So appalled that they got pissed off and went in the house. They go in the house and close the door. And these bitches show people why they are called the Gypsy Sisters. So they go in the house and they mix some shit together and they, put some tonics and whatever the fuck together and they let it be done and they go outside the next day and they sit down. Did nobody see Keyshawn for about 2 days, but like clockwork Friday afternoon, Keyshawn and come walking down the street. As she's walking down the street, Lashana and Suki is looking at her ass. She looks over at them. At times she makes eye contact with them. She jumps up and starts to scream. Ah! She just started hollering. She ran through the street. Ah! Everybody looking at her because everybody know Keyshawn. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Keyshawn? This ain't how Keyshawn normally act. She is hollering. Ah! She's screaming, rolling around on the ground. Y'all know, rolling around on the ground. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Help me. Help me. I'm on fire. Help me, put the fire. And they like everybody looking around like, this bitch talking about she on fire? Is she for real? Like, is she seriously for real? Like, help me. Keyshawn was losing her fucking mind. She was screaming. And Suki and them just sat on the porch and watched that shit. They ain't say nothing. She's screaming and hollering. Y'all, the ambulance come out there. Pick Keyshawn up. Keyshawn go to the hospital. Y'all, the doctor said Keyshawn's body looked burned. Her skin looked burned. But it wasn't like very bad burns. It was like a burn here or there, like your ass got to fighting with a hot ass stove. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple trick shots and jabs in. That shit burnt y'all up in here. Pop, pop, pop. But when they took a look on the inside of Keyshawn veins, a lot of her fucking veins had been burnt to a crisp, y'all. Burnt to a crisp inside her body. Her veins had significant damage. Some of her organs had significant burns, y'all. Doctors could not explain that shit. They had no fucking idea what was going on. They diagnosed her as damn near spontaneously combusting. The first case, y'all. The very first case of a person spontaneously combusting and surviving. And because so much, thank you, Rakisha. Thank you, love. So, because so much of her inside organs and veins were burned to a crisp like ashes, they had to amputate Keyshawn's arms and legs to save the body. Doctors have no idea how this happened. She has very minor burns on her arms. Like if you would get burned by a hot curler. She had very minor arms like that. Little minor burns. But on the inside, it looked like that girl swallowed fire. And that shit burned on the inside of her stomach and her body. They had to amputate both arms and both legs to save the body. Because she would have died if they would have kept everything there. So, the very first case of spontaneous combustion happened right here in Georgia. And y'all wonder where the song "The Devil Came to Georgia" come from. Because a lot of shit happened here. But people just sweep it under the rug and hope don't nobody see it. So there you go. There's your very first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, refill your shot glasses, retwist your twisties, go get you another bag of popcorn, and if you got to use the bathroom, wash your goddamn hands. Meet me back here in 3 minutes to start your second story of the night. Thank you, Juicy. Can't get y'all all you got left. So silly. Oh, thank you, Juicy, for your tardy slip. I greatly appreciate it, love. Yeah, Auntie going to Lake Lanier. I'm going to do an interview with this catfish that reached out to me. It was an anonymous tip, so I can't give you his name. But he reached out and he told me he got the lowdown on the lowdown in Lake Lanier. So a bitch going to Lake Lanier to get the story from this catfish that's probably been living there for like ever. They know everybody. Know Miss Johnson, Miss Singapore and her children. He got all the tea, bitch, with a little splash of Lake Lanier in it. So I'm going to get the fucking tea from him. I'm going to get the tea. And, yeah. I'm going to get the tea from him, bitch, so I can come through it on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pour it in your cup. All hot and bubbly. Now, stop playing, Auntie. Okay. All right. So, one night when y'all come on, or one day when y'all come on, because who I said I'm going to show it to my grown-ups? I'm going to do my live for the grown-up. The grown-up. Grown-ups going to see it live, but the members might see it on video. The teenagers might see it on video. But I am. Thank you, Misty. But I am going to Lake Lanier. And y'all going to be mad. I already know y'all going to be mad. But I'm going to get you the fucking scoop. I'm going to get you the tea, okay? Now, we all know Auntie done went into the lake before. And I almost lost my life. And it took the good Lord and everything else to get me out of that water. So I'm not getting in the water. I'm getting on a boat. Very expensive boat. So these people can't afford to lose me. Because it'll cost a lot of money to pay for me. You get what I'm saying? So, go out there and I'm going to talk to this catfish. He say he hang out around Cemetery Island. So I'm going to pull up on him. And I'm going to get the tea. And I'm going to give it to y'all. All right.
You know, they got the results for Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I heard the results. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. So if we are in the day of water. All right, you guys. So if we are ready for the next story time, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know you ready. Yeah. Yeah, that was some of the perks that's been added to the page. I told y'all about that in May. I thought I told y'all about that in May. Okay, y'all, all the updates. Everybody was like, sound good to me. I was like, bet. And now you like, not let protest. Ain't no damn protesting. You talking about? Put your fucking picket signs up. Take your fucking shoes off. Sit your ass right on back down and wait on the second story. Like, I'm protesting. It like Netflix. Who I look like? TikTok. Can't protest me. The audacity of you motherfuckers. Y'all better be glad I love y'all. Y'all better be glad y'all got my family and I love y'all. All right, y'all. So the second story of the night has Nino, Sweet Tea, and where is Deja and Keisha? Because I don't know which one of these names I'm using, Deja or Keisha. So let me know.
When did you get that?
Get what?
No one
This?
came to the door.
Yesterday. I had this yesterday. Put it in the freezer.
Check the freezer. I've been looking in the freezer and stuff. I looked and
It was on the door. It's been on the whole time. Okay, Deja. All right. Now on the pappy. Okay. So Nino, Deja, and Sweet Tea, this is you guys' story. So y'all heard me say in the last story that the devil came down to Georgia. Y'all heard the song, right? Devil came down to Georgia. There's a reason that song was even created, because some of the weirdest shit goes down right here in fucking Georgia and people don't even know it. Like, I bet you didn't know. Well, I mean, this second story will help you figure it out. But, no, the third story will probably help you figure it out. But this second story also has something to do with Georgia. I bet you didn't know this shit, though. Everything that you see on movies or whatever, be TV shows or whatever, all that shit come from somewhere. Y'all know that, right? All that shit come from somewhere. All right, so here we go. Nino, Deja, and Sweet Tea. This is you guys' story. So Nino and Deja was married, happily married, 2 kids. You know, the normal family. You know what I'm saying? He worked, she worked. You know, all of that. The kids go to school. They are a normal fucking family. Nino looks very young for his age. He looks really good for his age. Let me see. Yes, you been a member for 9 months, Evelyn? So, Nino looked very young for his age. So, when the new neighbors came and moved in, you know, of course, they had like a teenage daughter that was kind of like eyeballing Nino. So, you know, of course, Nino noticed the little shit, but he didn't, you know, too much say nothing. And then one day he came outside and he seen the teenage daughter next door eyeballing him. So he looks up and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she jumps up off the steps and she run over. "Hey, how you doing? I'm Sweet Tea. How you doing?" "Thank you, Trina." Like, "I'm Sweet Tea. How you doing?" And Nino's like, damn, she got a lot of energy early in the fucking morning. But, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Nino. You know, I stay right here. Me and my wife stay right here. And our kids stay right here." Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I thought that was your mom." And he's like, "No, how old do you think I am?" And she's like, "I thought you was at least like 20, 21. And Nino's like, "No, I'm like 42. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know. Well, you look really nice for your age." Now, while they are having this discussion, Deja comes up and stands in the doorway. She see, you know, Nino talking to her, but she can see the vibe of Sweet Tea. Like, every woman can see that I'm trying to be slutty on your man vibe from a simple, "Hey, how you doing?" Bitch ain't got to hear but "Hey, how you doing?" 3 words, the way they come out her mouth, the tone, the body language, a woman can tell, like, this bitch is going to be a problem. She's going to try to throw that coochie at my man. I'm going to have to kick her ass. Like, you can tell out the first 3 words, the first encounter. So when Deja see how Sweet Tea is, "Yeah, girl, yeah, Nino, and I go to school, I go to college up here, and da-da-da," she could clearly tell this bitch about to be a problem. So she didn't say nothing. She just sat back and watched, and then she finally came outside. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" And Sweet Tea's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm fine. You know, my name is Deja, and your name is?" She was like, "Oh, my name's Sweet Tea. I stay right next door to y'all." She like, "Oh, okay. Well, this is my husband, Nino. I know he told you, right?" She like, "Yeah, I thought he was like 21 years old or something." She like, "No, he's 42, love. He's a grown man. We got kids and everything. So, yeah, I think it's very inappropriate for you to be talking to him. You know, we are married. You know, just, you know, can you just respect the boundaries and stay on your side of the property line?" And Sweet Tea, you know, instantly got salty about that shit. She like, "Whoa, bitch, I was trying to be all peppy and shit, but now you want to come rain on my parade?" Like, I don't understand why you being rude. And Deja was like, "I'm not being rude. I just simply asked you, you know, to stay on your side. Come on in." She was like, "And, you know, not to, you know, speak to my husband because we are married. We have a family. It's very disrespectful. I don't want to have to speak to your parents about your behavior. I'm just simply asking you to not do this." Sweet Tea was like, all right. She walks off. Nino looks up at Deja and get her to look like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? And Deja was like, well, have a good day at work, babe. And Nino gets in the car. Sweet Tea look back. He gets in the car. He pulls off. He leaves. She looks over. Deja looking right at her. If looks could kill, Deja would have killed Sweet Tea before she made it to her fucking steps. She was just staring at her ass like she knew Sweet Tea was going to be a problem. Fast forward a couple weeks. It's summertime. It's hot. The kids out of school. So, of course, Nino and Deja, they got the kids. They finna go to the pool and everything. And Nino is outside packing the trunk and putting the stuff in the car and everything. And next thing he know, he's being tapped on the shoulder. And he look up and Sweet Tea standing there in a bikini. Like, hey, Nino. Like, boobies all on display. Like, hey, Nino. And Nino's like, whoa, baby, you need to go put some clothes on. Like, you know, that's not cool for you to be out here like that. And she like, it's the summertime. It's hot. I'm gonna go to the pool. Like, what's the problem? And again, Deja comes out of the house and she sees this and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you over here naked like that? And Sweet Tea started laughing. She like, you really think this is naked? Women wear this at the swimming pool. Like, what's the problem? And Deja like, bitch, I don't see a swimming pool. Why the fuck are you out here around my husband in this bathing suit? Like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to talk to your parents about this shit. And at this point, Sweet Tea like, talk to them. What can they do to me? I'm grown. They can't do nothing. Go talk to them then. Oh, you one of those? Oh, so I'm gonna have to fuck you up myself. Okay. Sweet Tea was like, well, baby, it's airing opportunity. Come on out here. And Nino like, babe, no, because she's still a little girl. You know, if you whoop her ass, you going to jail. She's still a little girl. Just go on in the house. Don't worry about it. Get the kids so we can go. He turned around. He tells Sweet Tea, you need to go home. Go to the pool or wherever the fuck you finna go. Just go on. Sweet Tea like, but Nino, look, don't Nino me. Don't even say my name no more. Just go on. Go home. You know what I'm saying? And Sweet Tea turns around. And she walks back home all hard, honey, switching, letting her ass. Nino just turns to put the stuff on in the car. Deja come outside. She like, I'm gonna whoop her ass. I'm telling you, it's gonna be me and her. Nino like, babe, don't even worry about it. Just let the shit go. Okay. Fast forward a couple more weeks, same shit happened again. Eat on some dumb shit. Nino outside cutting the grass. Sweet Tea all of a sudden want to come outside and play in the goddamn yard like she planting flowers, bikini on and all this shit, you know, out there. She conveniently come do this shit when Nino starts to cut the grass. So here she comes with all her body to give out here in the fucking yard. Nino gets up off the riding lawnmower. He goes in the house. When he goes in the house, he like, oh, this little girl getting on my nerve. And Deja's like, what? He like, that goddamn girl, what her name is, Lemonade, Sweet Tea, whatever the fuck they call that little girl in that door. She keep coming outside every time I'm fucking outside. Like, I can't even be outside without her coming out here half goddamn naked. Like, I'm tired of this. And then, you know, get him something to drink. And he like, I'll finish cutting the grass tomorrow. And he going upstairs. So Deja like, okay, she really gonna keep fucking playing. Okay, cool. So Deja calls her aunt. She talks to her aunt about what's going on. She like, girl just won't stop. I asked her to stop. I told her I won't tell her parents. She didn't give a shit. And I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I really have no idea what to do. And her grandma was like, you know what your great grandma would have did? And she was like, what? And she told her. She told her what her great grandma would have did. You think that'll work for real? Grandma, you think that shit work for real? Grandma said, I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it. It works. You think that'll stop her? It's guaranteed to get her ass away from y'all. I'm going to try it. Grandma said, be careful now because your house close to her house. Be careful. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get Nino to put a fence up first. And then I'm going to do it. And Grandma was like, that's what's up. I think that'll be the best thing to do. Do it like that. So she goes to Nino. She tells Nino, babe, can you put a fence up? Because I'm tired of this little naked ass little girl walking around. Can you build a fence to separate our house from their house? Like, you know, because I'm tired of seeing her. And I want that shit high enough to where I can't see her ass when she come out of the house. Even if she's standing on her porch, I don't want to be able to see her. And Nino was like, I second that nomination. They slap five. He goes to Home Depot, he get the tubes, and he builds the fucking fence. It take Nino about 3 weeks to do this fence around the goddamn house because because Deja didn't want that shit to just separate it. She wanted it to like box their house off from everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So she had him to build that shit all the way around the house, and he did. So after she did that, she did what her grandma told her to do. Went to sleep that night. Nino was complaining. Goddamn girl, can't even cut the fucking grass. Little girl out there still doing all this dumb shit. And Deja like, babe, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's going to be taken care of. We got the fence. Everything going to be okay. Nah, babe, because you know the little girl just, babe, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Just get you a good night rest. And tomorrow you ain't going to have no problem. All right, man. They lay down. They go to sleep. They wake up at 7:30 in the morning to all type of sirens going on outside. Fire truck, ambulances, police, everybody's outside. Nino like, what the fuck going on? I know these motherfuckers didn't call the police because I ain't finished cutting the grass. Like, no, babe, there's some serious shit going on outside. So as Nino and them is looking out the window, they just see everybody, like all the neighbors and shit are screaming. They running and hollering. People are running. Police standing on top of their cars. Nino and them is like, what the fuck is going on outside? They go outside, honey, right when they get ready to open their screen door up. The fireman screams over his over the little walk speaker thing. He said, don't open the door. Close the door back right now. Hurry up. And they just slammed the door back. So Deja like, babe, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. They just told me to close the door back. Come on, let's just go upstairs and look out the window. Go upstairs and look out the window. They looking around. All they keep seeing is neighbors running. They don't know what the fuck going on. The house next door is fine. They don't know what the fuck going on. Like, what the hell? Nino like, fuck this. I'm going out the back door to see what's going on. Nino goes downstairs. She tell Nino, no. The police said stay in the house. Don't go outside. He like, nah, I need to know what's going on. Babe, trust me. Don't go outside. You don't need to go outside. Like, please don't go outside. Like, ain't no telling what the fuck it is. He like, babe, you don't want to know what it is? She like, I ain't worried about it. Just stay in the house like they told her to. Nino like, nah, man, I got to find out what's going on. He opens up the big door. He opens up the screen door. And all of a sudden, a fucking snake jumps in the goddamn house. He hollers, ah! He runs. He runs over to his goddamn, to the drawer. He pulls out this fucking hatchet, this fucking he runs over and he is slamming at this goddamn snake with this hatchet till he cut that motherfucking head. He caught that shit and he put that shit in a bag, tied the bag up real tight. He threw that shit out the door and closed the door back. He like, babe, that was a fucking snake. And she just standing there with her eye big as shit like, he like, babe, that was a fucking snake. Did you see that? Like, babe, you probably shouldn't open the door no more. He like, what the fuck is going on out here? He goes upstairs. He looks out the window. He like, babe, come look. She runs upstairs. She looks out the window. Y'all, it's snakes everywhere. Everywhere. Every fucking where, y'all. It's snakes every fucking where. They told him not to come outside because all these fucking snakes are running around. Yeah, they was pretty much like trapped in the house. Well, Nino wasn't scared of no snakes, so you know they got out of their house maybe like the next day. But word came down that some way, somehow, the people next door to them woke up to 130 snakes inside their fucking house. House was overflowing with snakes. These people didn't own snakes. They didn't collect snakes, but snakes was flowing out of their fucking house, y'all. Police reported catching 130 fucking snakes. And they didn't even catch all of them. That's just the ones they was able to catch. This house was overflowing with snakes. I'm talking about snakes out the window, snakes at the motherfucking front door, snakes out the back door, snakes at the garage. Snakes was every fucking where inside this house, y'all. It took 10 days, 10 whole fucking days for them to get all them snakes. Well, the ones that they could catch and the ones that was in the house and shit. 10 whole days for them motherfuckers to get all the snakes, y'all. And right after that happened, what happens? Sweet Tea family ups and move. They do not want to live in this goddamn house no more because they have no fucking idea where these snakes came from. Not one, not a clue. They went to sleep, house was fine. Woke up, it's snakes every fucking where in your house, dude. Coming out your toilet, in your sink, in your house shoes, in your bed. Just snakes every fucking where, y'all. Thank God they was not poisonous, but the fact that them motherfuckers was in there was enough for Sweet Tea family to be like, nope, we're gone. We're done. Fuck this. We're out of here. And they packed up all the shit that they could pack up that didn't look like it had a snake hiding in it. Like, you know, them boxes that you have in the attic. All them motherfuckers stay in. You don't bring none of them with you because you can't check them. All of them staying in the motherfucking attic. You bring only shit that you can check, and they move the fuck out. And Deja and them has still been in their house for the past 8.5 years, and not one snake has ever entered the neighborhood again. Like, again. So, yeah. Never. Snakes have never entered the neighborhood again. Well, nobody has ever reported having to call anybody to come get snakes out of their house or anything. That was the very first time and the very last time they had ever seen some shit like that. They almost declared it a sign of the wrath. It was so big and came out of nowhere. But where did that shit happen? Right here. Right here. Nobody knows where the snakes came from, guys. Nobody have no fucking idea where all these snakes came from. Like, it's like somebody took the roof off this house and poured all them goddamn snakes in there and then put the roof back on the damn house. Oh, so that's the end of your second story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, and meet me back here in 3 minutes for your third story of the night. Oh my goodness. So, why I had to be the fast tail. Look, I cannot decide on where your ass fall in these stories. You are a character, bitch. Play your role. We didn't say you was a fast tail in real life, but I mean, the fact that you asked that question, is that a hit dog hollering? I'm just wondering. Your fast ass. You probably fast ass for real, and that's probably why I just fit you so much. Why I irritated you. You was a fast ass person in this story. Heard it. I don't want to hear all that. Y'all are getting y'all due. Oh. Fast ass. Fast ass. Oh, I used to hate hearing that. Oh, your fast ass in this house, like, lady. I ain't never been fast in my goddamn life. If I was fast, I would be right here listening to your shit. I'd be talking shit and running because I knew I was fast, but no. How many times have I been to Lake Lanier in the past? I've only been to Lake Lanier like twice. And that was when I was like younger. And that's when I had my encounter with the people under the fucking lake. Or so they called. Yeah. So that was your second story, Kay. Don't play. The first time I went into Lake Lanier, I had my dad with me. I was like maybe 5 years old or so. And when we first got in the water, I didn't like the fact that fishes were in the water. I didn't like the fact that shit was swimming around my fucking legs when I was in the water. So I instantly told my dad, I don't want to be in this shit. But my dad was like, don't be a punk bitch. Come on. And he put me on his hip. Because my dad is like 17 foot 49. So he put me on his hip. And he walked out into the lake a little deeper. And I'm like, Dad, this is not a smart move. Like, you're a grown-ass man. You should be thinking better than this. But my dad wasn't listening. And he just kept walking on further out into the lake until some shit touched him. And then he screamed out, did you feel that shit? And I was like, huh? And then it touched him again. And then the next thing I know, my ass was airborne in the fucking air. And when I hit the water, my dad was already on the fucking sand. Like, he had already, like, my dad had ran straight on top of water all the way back to the fucking sand, left me to drown. He didn't give a shit. Left me to drown. I had to save my own goddamn life. And when I got to the shore, my dad was cussing out the reverend and everybody. And I'm like, Dad, you going straight to hell, you cuss out pastors. But he didn't give a shit. He was just like, why the fuck y'all had me out there in that water and there's shit in that water? And I'm thinking to myself, didn't I just tell you it was shit in this water? You kept telling me I was being a punk ass bitch. But no, when the shit grabbed you, now all of a sudden there's some shit in the water. So, I should have been done then, but the pastor tricked us to come back out there with the fucking $200 that we never did get, but almost lost our life behind. Yeah, and after that situation, I never went back to the lake because I knew from that situation, I wasn't young enough to be like, oh, I made this up. This is imaginary. Shit grabbing my ankles and pulling me under this water. Oh, this is imaginary. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That shit is for real. That shit is for real. So, yeah, I ain't been back in that water since I was almost drowned and pulled to Oscarville. So my first time going back in over 20 some odd years would be on this boat when I'm going out here to get this story from this catfish so I can come back and give y'all the lowdown on what's going down in Oscarville because Oscarville is still running. We just don't know it. All right. All right, guys, so it's time for your third story. Come on, give me them thumbs if you are ready. Girl, at the time, I was like this little. And my dad was like 17 foot 49. So, he got like waist deep in the water before he felt some shit like grab or touch on him, and it wasn't no fucking fish. Cause when we almost died that second time, I think everybody on the fucking shore, I think my parents and the pastor and everybody from the church that was there with us that saw us about to drown in their goddamn water, I think they thought it was a spectator sport and you just stand your ass on the sideline and watch and you don't try to save nobody because that's exactly what they did. They stood their ass on the sideline and watch and didn't try to save no goddamn body. So yeah. I was done when they tried to sacrifice our ass to the people of Oscarville. I was through. Stick a fork in meat. I was done. All right, guys. Our third story of the night has PT, Tabitha, and Evelyn. PT, Tabitha, and Evelyn. Can you turn the fan off, baby? Thank you. All right, you guys. This is your third story of the night. PT, Tabitha, Evelyn. This is you guys' story. I hope you like the story. So, like I said in the beginning, the devil comes down to Georgia to play. Now, y'all know, I know we've all heard of Stranger Things, right? We've all heard of Stranger Things, right? But everything come from somewhere, right? Right? What if I told you that Stranger Things was based off a place right here in Atlanta? What if I told you that? Would you believe me? Would you call bullshit? What do you think? Could I be lying? Well, I'm not going to say Stranger Things is based off of this shit here, but in Dublin, Georgia, y'all, we have a whole portal to an alternate universe that is similar to our universe. Just distinct in the quality and the shit that you can do there. A whole portal in Dublin, Georgia. Yeah, so it was found by a dude named Eames, a geographer named Eames. And this alternate universe is called, let me pronounce it correctly, Chimera Ixter. That's what it's called. If you want to Google this shit, I'm finna tell you how to spell it, so you better be quick. Here we go. KCYMAERXTHAERRE. Well, E-R-E. Okay?
Yay.
So, it's a portal right here in fucking Georgia, guys. You wonder why all this shit go on here. But anyway, I'm going to tell you about a story about this portal. Here we go. So, like I said, our people that's in this story is PT, Tabitha, and Evelyn. Okay?
Yeah.
So, one day these ladies were out, you know what I'm saying, just hanging around, trying to find something to do. Now they go to visit Dublin because apparently a older relative is being transported from the hospital to a hospice. So they had to go down there to, I guess, sign paperwork so this person could be transported to this hospice. So they get down there, they sign the paperwork, and the person's supposed to be transferred, and they got to sign paperwork there at the hospice too. But they got to wait on the relative to get to the hospital before they can sign this paperwork. So the hospital tell them, well, it's gonna be about a couple of hours before they come to pick your loved one up and take them to the hospice. So you guys can go out, get you something to eat, see what we got going on in Dublin, hang out. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. And, leave us a number, and we'll call you guys when they're here to pick up, your people. Okay, cool. All right, so they leave that information out. They leave it down now, whatever. And they go. And they go out and they get them something to eat. And while they're walking and, looking at some of the antique stores that's in the little common square area, they notice the sign for this portal. They notice a plaque on the wall that's telling them information about this portal. And they looking at the shit. And then she looks at, PT looks at Tabitha and say, you think this shit is real? And Tabitha was like, man, you can't be sure what is real in these little towns. You don't know what's going on in these little towns. There ain't no big city that you won't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, I don't think this shit real. I think it's just what they call the place. No. Evelyn was like, no, I heard something about it before. I think it's real. She like, so you mean to tell me if we walk in this area right here, we walk down through there, we'll be in an alternate universe? She like, I mean, that's what it say. That's what the fucking plaque is telling you, right? Like, I don't know. I've never been here before. This is my first time in this goddamn place. Like, I don't know. She like, well, let's try it then. No, I don't want to fucking try it. Tabitha like, ain't nothing gonna happen. I seen this before. Nothing's gonna happen. It's just a little space. You just walk through there, you come back, it's nothing. She like, well, see, it ain't nothing then, you know what I'm saying? Let go, let's do it. Evelyn like, Evelyn like, nah, I don't want to do it. I just stay here and wait on y'all. So Tabitha and PT were like, they read the little plaque and it was just basically saying you walk down the thing and come back, you switched over to an alternate universe. So they laughing about the shit and they goes into, they walk down this little pathway where this alternate universe is supposed to be. So they walked through there and they was holding hands. She's like, 'cause I don't want to get snatched up in no black hole, bitch. Hold my hand. We gonna go together. They laughing, making jokes as they walking down this area that is said to be this alternate universe. They get to the end of the walkway and they turn around to walk back up. When they turn around to walk back up, they said they don't know why. It just seemed blurry. Everything seemed blurry. Like if you put on somebody else's glasses, like you could see shapes and objects, but everything just seemed blurry when they got ready to walk back to where they came from. So they are walking and she like, looking over Tabitha, looking at PT like, can you see? And PT like, I don't know, girl, everything is blurry. Is it my eyes? And she looks over at Tabitha, and Tabitha looked fine. She looked clear. You know what I'm saying? She like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck going on, because you look fine, but when I look in front of me, everything looked blurry. And PT was like, me too? Like, what the hell? So they just kept walking on, walking back up the little sidewalk area of this alternate universe. As they get closer to Evelyn, things are still blurry, but they starting to clear up. And they see Evelyn, but Evelyn's back is turned to them. And they like, what the fuck? Why is her back turned? And they walk right up there where she is, and they stand right next to her, and they like, so what are we looking at? But Evelyn don't say shit. What are we looking at, Evelyn? Evelyn don't say shit. Evelyn, she don't move. She don't say shit. Tabitha look at PT. Man, this bitch playing, man. Tell her to stop playing. Like, this ain't the time to be playing. Like, quit playing. Evelyn, stop playing. Evelyn didn't say shit. So PT pushed Evelyn. Why you playing so much? Evelyn jumps. Ah! She starts screaming and she just takes off running. And they like, Evelyn! They chase her. Evelyn, she just running and screaming. They don't know what the fuck going on. She runs around the corner. They get to the corner. Evelyn gone. The fuck? What the hell is she screaming for? Man, so they turn around to walk back. They look at their watches. Their watches are just spinning. Like if you got a digital, that shit just flipping. If you got a regular watch, the time is just moving on that shit. It ain't stopping. It ain't set to no hour, nothing. That shit is just turning. Like, what the fuck wrong with my watch? That lady said in a couple hours, right? And PT like, yeah, Tabitha, we can't be late. You know what I'm saying? She's like, the fuck? I don't know what's going on with my watch, girl. What your phone say? Picked up the phone, no bars. When they had bars at first, no bars. The fucking time on this shit is just saying all zeros. You never seen a goddamn phone time say all zeros, but they shit was saying all zero. Couldn't figure that shit out. Like, what the fuck is going on? They walk back down the sidewalk. Everybody they look at back is turned to them. Like, what the fuck? Like, girl, this shit is crazy, man. Like, did we really go into another alternate universe? Because why the fuck is she running from us like she don't know us? Now they getting scared. Now Tabitha like, bro, did we swap? Did we go into did we really go into another fucking universe? They run back down to the corner where they seen Evelyn run. Evelyn went down. The fuck is going on? They go inside this store, like a little diner that was in the little plaza area. They go into like the little restaurant area, and they walk up to the hostess, and they're like, excuse me, what time is it? And the hostess didn't even acknowledge them. She just kept doing whatever the fuck she was doing. They're like, hello? Nothing. Hello? Nothing. Tabitha tapped the lady on her shoulder. The lady jumped. She looked around. The fuck? And they're like, hello? Hello? And the lady just kept looking around like, what the fuck? And they just backed up. Tabitha and them just backed up. PT was like, girl, this shit is scary. Like, everybody can't be on the same goddamn joke. All these folks ain't pranking us, bitch. Like, something is wrong. Like, something is really wrong. Like, look at my watch. Look at your phone. Something is wrong. So they back up. They run back over to the fucking plaque to read the plaque again. But this time, the plaque is wrote backwards. It ain't wrote where they can read it. It's backwards. And they looking at that shit like, this shit didn't look like this. It didn't look like this. Like, it didn't look like that. We was able to read it. Girl, we did come into an alternate universe. Girl, everything is fucking different. Like, why the fuck does she not know us? Why our time? They just creep. They freaking the fuck out. Like, oh my God, how we supposed to get back? It didn't tell you how to get back. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? So Tabitha reaches in her purse. She pulls out the compact mirror and she puts it up to the plaque so they could try to read that shit through the mirror backwards to see if it was anything they missed. Was we supposed to knock on something? Or was we supposed to turn 3 times? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that's not making no sense. What are we supposed to do? So Paul started crying. She like, girl, I'm scared. Like, I'm really scared. I don't know where Evelyn at. She's not coming back. She's not answering. Girl, I'm scared. Like, what do we do? And she like, I don't know. Like, maybe we should just walk through it again. Let's just walk through it again. And then maybe when we come back, everything will be different. Like, let's just hope. Let's just hope this works. Like, please, let's just hope this works. They hold hands again and they walk back down this area again. As they walking down this area, they just hoping like, please let this shit work. Please let it work. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. If this don't work, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, we stuck. I don't know what to do. And they get to the end of the little walkway and they turn around. And when they turn around, everything look blurry again. When they try to focus on what's up there, everything look blurry. Like, they looking at each other. Everything blurry to you again. Like, yep, everything blurry to me, man. Like, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Like, yes, it will. Like, come on, man. You gotta have faith. Come on, man. Because we gotta do this. And they held hands and they walked back through that shit again. They walked back up. And they walked back up. They was focusing and you can see like a figure starting to come into view. Like, you can kind of see it as you got closer and closer. And they got closer and closer. And when they got like right up there, when they got right up there, it was like Evelyn was standing there. She like, so that y'all have fun walking up and down the damn sidewalk. And they like, Evelyn, you know who we is? And she like, yeah, why the fuck wouldn't I know who you are? Like, what are you talking about? They jumped on her, hugged her so tight. Oh my God, girl. Like, oh my God, like, girl, you don't even understand what the fuck happened when we went through that. She like, yeah, I know it's real. It'll do all this shit. And they like, no, for real. That shit is real. Like we came through here and you ran from us. And she like, no, I've been standing here the whole time. No, we went through, we walked down and we came back up and we came back up. You ran from us. Our time, they looked at their watches. Time was right. Looked at their phone. Time was right. Everything was right. Like, you ran from us. We chased you around the fucking corner down here. And she was like, I never moved, bro. Like, I was right here. I never moved. I didn't run. I didn't go nowhere. I've been standing right here the whole time waiting on y'all. She like, so what the fuck happened? She like, y'all walked down the goddamn sidewalk. Y'all stood there and then y'all walked back up. They like, nah, man, cause we were running around 15 minutes, like trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Like, we couldn't have just walked down there and walked back up. She's like, yeah, I stood right here. I watched y'all walk down that goddamn sidewalk holding hands. Y'all turned around. Y'all was moving y'all mouth like y'all was talking. And then y'all walked right back up to me. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You swear on your life, Evelyn. She like, I swear on my life, I've been standing right here. Y'all walked out. It could have took y'all like 2 minutes to walk down the sidewalk and come back up. They're like, no, man, we been gone for like 15 minutes. Like, we chased you down this fucking street until around this corner. She like, girl, I don't even know these fucking streets. How could I run down a damn street? I don't know where the fuck I'm at. This is my very first time being here. Like, I have no goddamn idea. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been standing here the whole time. Y'all been walking, y'all walked down the thing and came back up. Y'all ain't did nothing more than that. Y'all walked down and came back up, but they swore on their life. That girl ran from them. People didn't see them. Time was non-existent. They swore on their life. That's what happened. But Evelyn says they walked down the end of the fucking sidewalk, turned around and came back up. That was all that happened. They remember running around that goddamn area looking for her for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Then when they went into the restaurant, that was more time. So they know they had to be running around for like 15 minutes. But she clearly states, y'all walked down and walked back up. Couldn't have took y'all no longer than 2 minutes. After that shit happened, Paula and PT and Tabitha, they were done. They ain't even want to walk down that shit no more. She was like, you want to take a picture by the stone? They was like, no, let's just go. Let's just go. They didn't want to be there no more. Honey, hurry up and got back to the hospital. Them people here yet? Yeah, they finna get ready to take a bed. They went on to the hospital, signed that paperwork, got the fuck out of Dublin as soon as possible. Like, PT and Tabitha was scared as shit. Evelyn had no idea what the fuck was going on with them two, but they was scared as shit. Like, they swore. They told her exactly what they saw. She was like, hell no. Y'all never walked past me. Y'all didn't come past me. Like, they was in the car the whole time comparing what happened. And Evelyn tells them, y'all never, ever came past me. Y'all didn't say nothing to me. Nothing. And they like, bruh, we did. But we did. So, yeah, it's still unexplainable. They still don't know what the fuck happened. They just know everything was turned around. After they walked down in this area, everything was turned around. Everything was backwards. Time was non-existent. So I don't know if walking back down it and coming back is the way back. I don't know. Maybe it just worked for them. I don't know. I'm not gonna fuck with it. Cause. So yes, you guys. There's your third story of how you know the devil done been in Georgia. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, and meet me back here for your last story of the night. And so, kind of makes you wonder, huh? Stranger things came from somewhere, right? And then to find out you got a whole dimension right there in your state. Whole nother dimension. Similar to our dimension, but not. So, yeah. So, PT, you guys, I hope you guys liked your story. Last story of the night. Go over and tip your auntie while you wait. I'm going to start the next story in 2 minutes, guys. All right, the upside down is real. I don't know what I would have thought if it was me. I walked back up that sidewalk and seen my homegirl back turning. I would have just thought she was bullshit. Like, you gonna play because we told you about this shit. It would have freaked me out too to see her just run away like she didn't know who I was. God damn, how you feel, Tay Tay? Oh my goodness. So rude. Okay, so Tay Tay, I was looking at it. Hold on. So where you trying to go? When I'm trying to go well to Lake Lanier, I'm going to Lake Lanier this month. Tay Tay, I got that light that goes on the laptop. How on earth is something totally different? Y'all seen what I put on TikTok about that? You know, about that sinkhole in China. And, you know, they said we ain't seen the trees and stuff and everything down there. They were like, it's never been seen before. I'm like this. This is what my biggest fear is. The spores. The spores in that hole, y'all. I wish we could just put a blanket over that goddamn hole and act like we never found it. Because people are going to go down in there. And whatever the fuck is in there is going to spread. And hopefully we can go to the other dimension. All right, you guys. Last story of the night. So if you are back and you are ready for the last story of the night, giving them thumbs, giving them thumbs. All the family that is in here that didn't close the door when you came in, please close the door behind you. If you're wondering what I mean, if you're new to my page and you don't know what I mean when I say close the door, that means thumbs up the live so we can keep the trolls, mosquitoes, hot air out of our area so we can tell our stories and listen to our stories in peace. All righty. Get a thumbs up. Get them thumbs. Let me see. Everybody should have 2 thumbs. You should have 1 liking the live and 1 in the comments to let me know you are ready for the story. All right. Gonna go ahead and start the last story of the night so y'all can go ahead and finish doing what y'all do. Thank you, Nino. I know, Reese. I be trying to get them to come on here and tell some of these stories, but like I said, a lot of folks don't like to come tell the stories because they don't want to be looked at as bananas. Some of these folks have jaws. You don't want your jaws looking at you all crazy like, you lay that? And they know that they went through that shit. Because a lot of folks, even though they live right here in Atlanta, and there's been so much unexplained shit that happened at that lake, you still have people that be like, ain't nothing wrong with it. That lake got a bigger body count than the criminals in Georgia. Like, it just do. But you still have people that live around the lake, that boat on the lake and be like, they ain't never seen nothing, they ain't never experienced nothing. But you don't know what you're looking for. Like the lady of the lake that walks the bridge, that walks Lake Lanier Bridge. If you're on a boat in Lake Lanier and you're fishing and you just so happen to look up and see a woman walking on the bridge, you ain't gonna think that shit is out of the ordinary because people walk on the fucking bridge. It's never gonna occur to you like this may just be the fucking woman of the lake that everybody be talking about. It's not gonna occur to you like that. So, because you don't know what you're looking for. So, all right. Here we go with the last story of the night, you guys. So the last story of the night has Destiny, Denise, and Sophia. Destiny, Denise, and Sophia. This is you guys' story. Are you ready? All right. This story takes place in Lafayette, Louisiana. Where my mama was from. We ain't just started story time. We ain't just started story time. So this will take place in Lafayette, Louisiana, guys. All right. So Sophie, Denise, and Destiny are all living in the Louisiana area. Denise's boyfriend died. He passed in a tragic car accident. He passed, and she was helping to plan a funeral. Yes, I'm gonna also go to the bridge. I'm gonna also go to Oakland Cemetery, which y'all are gonna get a story about that on Friday. I'm also gonna be going to the Westview Cemetery, so y'all can get a visual of that place as well as doing the Lake Lanier in June. So it's a lot of places coming up that I'm gonna take, so you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tara. All right. So, like I said, Destiny's boyfriend died from a tragic car accident. And Sophia is like her younger sister. She's not too much younger than her, probably like 21, 22. But Sophia had just had a baby, Denise, baby girl, Denise. So when Destiny's boyfriend died, of course, she needed somebody to console her, somebody to be there for support. And Sophia was like, I'm going to be there. That's my sister. I'm going to be there for her. And she decided to bring Denise. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother has always stopped us from going to funerals. If we were kids or babies, we were not allowed to go to funerals. You're going to find out why. So, Destiny and Sophia decided, so she told Sophia it would be fine. I'm going to need all the support I can get. I'm going to be breaking down. I know I'm going to be really upset, so I'm glad that you're going to be there with me. So, they had the funeral and everything, and she brought the niece. Sophia brought the niece with her. Now, they standing around the coffin, the casket, as the pastor is doing, his sermon or whatever, and Denise is sitting on her mother's lap. And Sophia's crying, so, Sophia's leaning on, Denise is crying, so Denise is leaning on Sophia's arm, and Destiny is leaning on Sophia's arm, and Denise is in her lap. And the pastor is talking, and he's praying, and he's saying stuff, and all of a sudden, Denise like, she like shaking in her mama's arm, like she wanted to get down. So Sophia is telling her, she's whispering in her ear, no, sit right here, no. But she's adamant. I don't get down. Like, now she getting loud during the funeral. Everybody looking around like, who the hell child that is? You know what I'm saying? So Sophia's like, shh, no. But she's determined. I don't want to get down. I want to get down. Fine. She put her down. She put her in a chair right next to her. Told her to sit right there and hold her purse. So Denise sit right there and she holding the purse. And Destiny is like consoling Sophia on this side of her arm. And she, looks up to the pastor, and the pastor was like, everybody bow their head to pray. So everybody bow their head to pray. Amen. You look up, everybody look up, and Denise is gone. She ain't sitting in the fucking chair no more. So Sophia jumps up. She like, Denise. And people at the funeral are looking around like, the hell? I'm sorry, my baby. You seen a baby? And everybody like, no. And now she's starting to get worried. We're like, what? Ain't nobody seen my baby walk off? And everybody like, no, we ain't seen no baby. And now she getting loud. She like, Denise, you hear mommy calling you, come here. But Denise don't show up. What the fuck? So the pastor like, what's going on? She like, my baby. Did you see where my baby went? And he like, no, we were praying. Everybody had their eyes closed. She like, my baby gone. So everybody jump up. Oh my goodness, how old is she? She 2, she small, she real little. You couldn't have missed her. She had to bump some of y'all walking by like, my baby, like, please help me find her. So everybody jump up and they like, Denise. We're in a cemetery, y'all. Denise. Everybody looking for Denise. Can't nobody find Denise. Oh my Lord. Now Sophia losing her mind. Oh my God. Destiny like, it's okay, sis, we gonna find her. Denise, auntie calling you, Denise. Everybody all over the cemetery. Folk them spread all out throughout the cemetery looking for Denise. Finally, after like 45 minutes of looking, you hear somebody way off. Like, here she is. The fuck? How the hell she get all the way up there? So everybody start to run up there where she is. I'm talking about, how the fuck did she get all the way up there? They get up there, she's in a mausoleum. Like, like one of those, like a plot, like they put your coffins inside the little tomb and people can come in and, you know what I'm saying? A mausoleum, you know what I'm saying? She was in a mausoleum in a corner with a teddy bear, a dirty ass teddy bear in her arm, sucking her thumb. Sleep. Can't nobody figure out when the fuck did this baby walk past us? How did she get up and make it all the way up here? Like they was running it seemed like they were running forever to get to that goddamn mausoleum. Like, how did she make it from this spot to that spot? Nobody saw her in a prayer. I'm talking about the prayer. I know some black pastors can be long-winded, but this prayer couldn't have took no damn 20 minutes, because that's probably how long it would have took that baby to walk that fucking far. This prayer didn't take no 20 minutes. This prayer was all over in Jesus' name. And we were back, but she was gone, and she was so far gone for everybody to be like, down, up, and she's out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, Sophia run up there, she parks everybody, excuse me. She go in the mausoleum, and Denise is sitting there with the bear, and she sleep. And she grab her, she like, Denise, are you okay? Denise, are you okay? And she like, She like, Denise, are you okay? Stop. So she picked Denise up. Denise just lay her head on her shoulder, put her thumb back in her mouth, and go to sleep. She still got the teddy bear. Sophia was like, scared. She rushed out. She sees Destiny. Destiny like, oh my God, there she is. And she give her the Destiny, and she lays on Destiny shoulder, and she goes back to sleep, sucking her thumb. Everybody go back to the funeral. Destiny sat there with her the whole time, had her on her shoulder, and she slept the whole time. After the funeral, Destiny was getting in the car with Sophia so they can get ready to go. And in the process of them getting in the car, the bear fell out of Denise's arm. And she instantly woke up like, my bear. Like she was freaking out, my bear. And, the Destiny was like, here it is, baby, calm down. And she bent down and she picked the bear up. She said when she touched the bear, she felt weird. She says like she said her body felt weird. It's like when you touch a battery with your tongue, that shock, that little sensation that you feel. She said she felt something like that when she picked the bear up. But it didn't even occur to her that something may be wrong or anything. So she gave the bear to Denise. And Denise grabbed the bear and put her thumb in her mouth and went right on back to sleep. Put her in the car, put her in her car seat, strapped her in, her in the bear. Denise, Destiny was like, can I stay at your house tonight? Because I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be by myself. I'm really upset. So Sophia was like, sure, you can come stay at the house. That's no problem, sure. So they get to the house. They take, Denise out of the car, put her in her room, put her in the bed. Destiny and Sophia go change clothes. They go in the living room. They sit down, pour up some wine, and talk and cry and whatever they need. She needed to feel better. So they just sitting there. She's talking about all the stuff that her boyfriend used to do and the little silly things he used to do that she never really paid no attention to until he was gone. And while they're in the midst of talking, you can hear other talking. And they like, shh. Did you leave your TV on? And Sophia was like, no, this the only TV on, the one that's in with us. So she mutes the TV, and you can hear Denise talking. So they both get up, and they go in there, and she's sitting up in her bed. She got the bear in her arm like this, and she's looking up. Like whoever she's talking to is tall as shit, because she's like looking up. And she's like, yeah, I know. And they like, Denise, baby, you okay? And she looked back and she was like, Mama, my friend. So Destiny looked at Sophia. And she like, what, baby? She said, my friend. Say hello to my friend. Friend? What friend? So they both walk over there where she at. What friend, baby? My friend. She just kept saying, my friend. My friend. Okay, well, come on and lay back down. Tell your friend you gotta go to sleep and lay back down. And she like, no, my friend, I want to play with my friend. And they was like, no, it's time for bed. You gotta lay down and go to sleep. And she was like, no. She started to get upset. She like, no, I want to play with my friend. And then her door, the bedroom door, slammed closed, hard as shit. Boom! Scared Sophia and Destiny. They jumped in her bed with her like, what the fuck? Did you just hear that? What the fuck? And they look over and Denise is like, and she just giggling. And like, what is so funny? She like, my friend scared, child. He closed the door. Sophia look at Destiny. Bitch, it's time to go. When your daughter get a friend? Bitch, when your daughter friend move in? Like, this is bullshit. Is he paying rent? Is she paying rent? Are they paying rent? Girl, you let a whole fucking spirit move off into your house. This is bullshit. We gotta go. Like, we gotta get out of here. And when she says, we gotta get out of here, the door just started opening. It just started opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. Like, whatever the fuck was in there got pissed off. So they jump back and they grab Denise, and Denise is giggling. Like, this shit is funny. She's laughing about this shit. Sophia and Destiny is scared of shit, but Denise is giggling her ass off. Ha, 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 ha. Do it again. Do it again. Now they fucking lights flipping on and off. All type of shit. Radios cutting on and off. Everything in the goddamn house is cutting on and off. And she is giggling about it. Denise is laughing about this shit. She's laughing about it. And Sophia and fucking Destiny is scared as shit. They are scared to even touch the door the way it's slamming and opening and slamming and open. They scared to even get up and touch the door. So Destiny grabs Denise and she like, we finna go. She grabs Denise, and when she grabs Denise, the bear falls out of her arm. When the bear falls out of her arm, everything stopped. The house was so silent. You could hear a pin drop. Like, everything stopped. You couldn't even hear crickets outside no more. Like, everything fucking stopped. And it scared the shit out of them even more that everything stopped. And it's like, come on, let's go. And then it's like she has Denise on her arm and she like, let's go. Come on, Sophia, let's go. And then you can hear growling, like deep guttural fucking growling, like, you can hear it really fucking loud. And Destiny is like looking over, and Denise is on her shoulder because she had picked Denise up, and Denise is laying on her shoulder, but her head is facing Destiny. And when Destiny looked down at Denise's face, she said that shit was altered. It scared her so bad that wasn't her fucking niece. She just dropped her. And she said the funny part about it is her niece landed on her fucking feet. She dropped this baby, not like placed her down, not like set her down. It was like oh my God, and you just dropped this baby, and she landed on her fucking feet, y'all. Like, boom. This baby 2 years old, she didn't, none of that. Boom, landed on her motherfucking feet, leg locked. She is perfect South Park stand. She is there. And she is still like, her head is down. Sophia like, baby. And she getting closer to her. And Destiny pull her back like, bitch, that ain't your baby. Like, look at her like, no, don't touch her. And she's just like, give me my bear. I want my bear. Like, her voice didn't even, it sounded like a grown-ass woman's voice. It didn't sound like a kid, a baby. This ain't no gaga Google shit. This is, give me my fucking bear. Like, this shit is, her head is down the whole time, and she's just like this deep-ass, guttural-ass growl. And the same time this growl is going on, she is talking. Like, how the fuck do you do it? How do you growl and talk without breaking the growl? The growl is constant. While you're saying, give me my fucking bear. Like, how the fuck do you do that? She was doing it. Like, she was growling. They looked at her shoulder, was like, she was breathing hard. Give me my bear. Like, that shit was serious, and it scared them. They jumped back out of the fucking way, and she just, like, charged at Destiny. She charged at Destiny with her head down, like, rammed her head into Destiny's stomach. And Destiny like, what the fuck? Like, stop. And she grabs him by the shoulder like, stop. And Denise is like scratching and clawing. Give me my bear. Give me my bear. Like, it's something up. Sophia was like, fuck that. She picked that bear up. When she picked the bear up, y'all, it's like instantly Denise stopped and her whole body spent around, like without her even doing it her fucking self. She spins until she's facing Sophia. And she's like, give me my bear. And Sophia's like, no. She's like, give me my bear. Still growling. Still a different voice. Give me my bear. And Sophia's like, no. She charges at Sophia with her head down. Hit Sophia in the stomach with her head. Pushes Sophia out the open window. The window was on the first floor, but still. She pushes her straight through the screen out the fucking window. And when she landed, I'll be damned if Denise wasn't coming out the window on top of her ass. Like, give me my fucking bear. Landed right on top of Sophia's ass, hands around her fucking throat. Sophia couldn't even understand how the strength that she was feeling around her neck was even coming from this baby. Like, this is not no fucking babies. This ain't no baby squeeze. This is like she felt like it was grown ass people hands around her throat. This baby was screech. This baby had her hands locked on this part of her fucking throat, y'all. Like, what baby know to grab your ass right there? This baby was digging into her fucking throat right there, trying to fucking choke her or kill her or whatever the fuck happened. But Destiny come out the window behind her, snatch the niece ass up, throw her in the fucking car, locked her doors with her little fucking alarm. Denise is in the car screaming and crying and slapping on the window. She helped Sophia up, honey. They got down down to the backyard, set that bitch on fire. When they set the bear on fire, the bear started to squeal. The bear started to fucking squeal. This ain't no talking bear. This ain't no fucking Teddy Ruxpin. This ain't none of that shit. This is a regular fucking bear, but it is screaming when they set it on fire. It is screaming. It is squealing like a fucking pig in the backyard. It is squealing when they set that shit on fire. It burned black smoke, black and green smoke. The fire was green, the smoke was black. And it squealed the whole fucking time. Until finally that shit was like, poof. And then the fire was orange and regular gray fucking smoke. They go out, after they put the fucking fire out, they go around to the car to check on Denise. Denise is out in the back seat. She is laid out. They go and open up the door. She is sweating. She is in like pool of sweat. Her shirt is wet. She's in a pool of fucking sweat. And, Sophia walks over and she's like, baby, you okay? You okay? And it's like she opens her eyes and they can see her eyes started to clear. Like her eyes was all black. You couldn't see no white. It was all black. But when they woke her up and they was like, baby, you okay? They said they could actually see the white coming back into her fucking eyes. Like the black was being pushed back. And the white was just brightening up her eyes. And then she was just like, where we finna go? Like, baby, we getting the fuck up out of here. Put your seatbelt on. We finna get the fuck on. She jumped in the car. And she took her, went over to her mama house. Like, I don't even feel comfortable being in the house. And she telling her mama was like, oh, Destiny, baby, I'm so sorry about your boyfriend. She like, yeah, it was a lie. And then, Denise started acting funny at the funeral. And the mama was like, whoa, what? She was like, yeah, Denise started acting funny at the funeral. And then this little bear thing. And the mama was like, wait a minute, y'all took Denise to a damn funeral? And Sophia was like, yeah, I went finna leave her at home. Like, what was I supposed to do? She like, you supposed to bring her to me. You don't take babies to funerals. And they looking at each other like, what if it's the baby's daddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's their dad or something like that? Like, you're not supposed to let the baby say goodbye? And she's like, baby, you never supposed to take a baby to a funeral. Like, I told y'all that. And they looking at each other like, do you remember mom telling me that shit? Because I don't remember mom telling me that shit. No, bitch, I don't remember mom telling you that shit. Why can't we take a baby to the funeral, mom? And she was like, you're never supposed to take the babies to a funeral, because they are still open-minded, way more open-minded than we are. We are at a point where we know we can look at some shit and be like, we know that's not supposed to be real. That's fake. That's imaginary. You know what I'm saying? But babies don't know the difference. People don't explain it to babies when they live. Babies don't come out and tell you, I wonder if unicorns are real. So you could be like, no, that's not real. No, babies are wide ass open. They're like fucking antennas. And everything latches on to that signal when they're around. It's like their signal is so strong that any spirit, anything in that presence is going to try to grab onto it for everything. Like it's life to a soul. So you're not supposed to bring babies to cemetery, because cemeteries are already full with restless souls and lost souls. You bringing that baby into a cemetery is like you bringing a light into a dark ass room. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see it, and everybody want in. Everybody want a piece. Everybody want to feel that energy, so everybody's going to try to attach themselves to that baby. Now, you at home wondering why your baby talking to imaginary motherfucking people in the house, or why weird shit keep happening at home and you can't explain it. What? That's... Huh? Is that my charger?
Yes.
Why are you using my charger? Where's your charger? Up there. So that's why you're not supposed to take, even when you're pregnant, put it like this: when you bring a baby to a cemetery, that baby's like a 60-watt bulb. in a dark ass room. It's like a 60-watt light bulb in a dark ass room. And everything in this dark ass room can see this light. But when you pregnant and you go into that shit, oh bitch, you just brought a 100-watt bulb into this dark ass room that everything is gonna latch on to you to try to possibly latch on to that baby. So you're not supposed to take babies, pregnant women, none of them is supposed to go to funeral. They're not supposed to go to funerals at all. Like at all. So, you know what I'm saying? And when you do leave funerals, you're not supposed to go straight home. You're not supposed to go straight home. Go to a store or a gas station or something first before going home. Because they say that if you go straight from a funeral straight home, that if it is something attached to you or trying to keep up with you, it's going to follow you home. So you're supposed to try to throw it off by going to a different spot before going home. You get what I'm saying? It's old people shit. It's old people shit, but just remember that is why you're not supposed to take babies or pregnant women to funerals. Okay? So, there you guys go. Yes, you never go straight home, Juicy. So, there you guys go. I think the best age to take your child to a funeral is when your child is old enough to distinguish the difference between real and fake, between what they know is real and what they know is fake. Because your baby go into a funeral and they start to come home and tell you they seeing shit, you not gonna believe them. You're not gonna believe your damn child. Your child come there and be like, Mama, Mickey Mouse was just doing backflips on my chest. Like, you're not gonna believe your goddamn baby, even though a demon or whatever can show up that way just to make the child trust it and allow it in. It can show up as some of their favorite shit or their favorite people just to get their child to be like, yeah, I trust you and I'm allowing you in. Now you got some shit in your house you can't get rid of. So when your child is old enough to be able to tell the difference between real and fake, if you can watch TV and your child see a goddamn Tom get hit on the head with a big ass hammer and that baby be like, I know you can't do that in real life because you'll die. Your baby old enough to go to a funeral. But the first time your baby sees some shit like that and be like, I want to try that. Don't you take that goddamn baby to a funeral, okay? You leave that baby at home. Leave that baby at home, okay? So that's how you make it out of funerals without bringing spirits home with you, okay? So there you go. Okay, so there you guys go. Those are your 4 stories for tonight. I'm so glad you guys were here with me to share this story time. Y'all got 4 tonight, but I should have given y'all 3, but I love y'all anyway because y'all my fucking family. Thank you guys so much for the support, the love, being here with me, the time it takes to be here for these stories. I greatly appreciate you guys individually. So I will see you guys again on Friday at 7:30 Eastern for 3 more brand new fucking stories with more characters that may end up being victims by the end of the night. Who the hell knows? Don't nobody knows. But thank you guys for being here with me. I love you guys so much. And y'all know my motto. Please stay safe, social distance, and don't slap the sleeves off a bitch unless she earns it. Good night.